Welcome YouTube. This is Gary back with another informative video for noobs. I'm about to tank a dungeon. This character just got high enough level to tank. I sent a little bit of gear this way. I need to equip it. Just give me 1 second here. Just some crappy greens that are slightly better than the crap he's wearing. And just about ready. Now as a tank, I carry a shield and a one-hander. I also use defensive stance on my warrior here. And my job is to make stuff mad, keep it mad at me, protect my group from damage. My group's job is to do lots of different things which make my life as easy as possible. You've already saw what the healer does if you watched my healing video. So my objective now is to make all this stuff angry at me. Just my being in defensive stance creates threat. And as a low B tank, which is what I am right now, my AoE abilities are, well, non-existent. So getting and keeping aggro is kind of tricky, especially when people are pulling stuff ahead of me. But I can't really blame them because I do the same crap too when I'm at this level. I've just got to make stuff mad enough at me that it doesn't go beating on the other people in the group. That's the idea. Try to keep them from getting beat on too much against their will. They seem to be bound and determined to make these guys angry at them. Just the way of things. It's like this hunter keeps his growl on his pet so that his pet keeps attacking so that the mobs attack his pet. Not exactly sure what he's trying to prove by that. But okay, it's up to you, dude. If you want to keep rezzing your pet, be my guest. I know your pet's awesome, but whatever. Now I'm using Shield Slam right now because it's the only tanking skill I have, honestly. I have my taunt, which is how I get something's attention that's looking at someone else, like I just did. And I have my Heroic Strike, which is a skill I start with. And Shield Slam. That's pretty much it, really. And yes, I'm wearing all the BOAs that I can get anyway. There we go. I'll take that. Hopefully. I'm sure I'll have to roll against it for everyone else. But I'm used to that silly stuff, so it's no big deal. Yeah, the rogue needed that strength, so he got it. It's all good, whatever. see. This is a pretty long dungeon. Oh. Not sure where this mage is, but I haven't seen much of her, it, whatever, since we got here. She ran off and got killed somewhere. You know, it's typical. If you watched my healing video, you know how that goes. Yeah, got me a little pile going. Someone made me drunk. That's one of the post-Pandarian things, pretty much, being hit with beer. I mean, you've always been able to get drunk in the game, but mobs are making you drunk by attacking you is kind of new. Who's that freaking hunter again? Him and his pet. Such are the volleys of tanking at low levels. My group's DPS is really bad. The hunter keeps wanting to tank with his pet. And his face. Face tanking. Gotta love it. I think this monkey's mad at me. Well, it's the idea, right? It's to make things mad. Be threatening. Apparently it's also to pull mobs off of everyone else. I'm really getting tired of that hunter. I'm gonna let him deal with that. You deal with the dang monkey. You keep shooting him. You deal with him. Somebody put a skull on him. It's best he's looked since he got here. So, here we go. Let's kill these fat guys. Wow, this hunter is such a retard. Did you guys see that? I pull one guy, he goes and shoots the other. I won't let him wear the next one. Let's see what he does. Finally, he's going to stop and stand there. Oh, and then he shoots him. Ridiculous, man. I thought maybe he was going to pull the boss. I was going to stand there and watch him tank it too. Sometimes you gotta get them past the stupid, you know. The best way to do that is just to let them pay for their stupid. That's the way I learned. And I'm still learning. I still do stupid all the time. My buddy Mike and I, we've ran a lot of dungeons together. And I don't know how much elite level stuff we've done. And both of us still do ridiculously stupid things now and then. Now, let's see if anybody need rolls on that with me. Since all we have is a rogue and a hunter and a shaman. I was about to say, is somebody else actually going to do something besides roll, pass, or greed on that? Man. At least they weren't that bad. You never need roll against a tank on a shield. That's just wrong. It's just totally wrong. Unless it's an intellect shield and you're like a healing paladin or a shaman or something. But if a tank's rolling meat on an intellect shield, then he's out of place there too, so, you know. I mean, even if he has an off-heal set, I'm going to need roll on that and disenchant on that. Why does this hunter keep pulling stuff? Wow. Really? He need rolls on the cloak. What was it he need rolled on earlier? I'm getting kind of upset about this. This is freaking ridiculous. I should. Okay, I'll play his game. You wait till the dagger drops up here. And this is a rogue dungeon. We'll go get a dagger drop, and I'm gonna need roll on it. I wish I could disenchant it right in front of him. Need roll on it and then disenchant it right in front of him. If I win it. That's two items he really shouldn't have rolled against me on. Especially since he already got one. That's just retarded. God, I need my thunderstomp. Let me guess, Huntard's over there trying to pull the boss and we haven't even got done killing these mobs yet.
All systems locked.
This guy's untankable, I think. trying to taunt him. But I think he just kind of changes aggro at will. If I remember this guy right. He's going down though. Let's see. I shouldn't need roll on that. I would let that rogue just have it, but I'm gonna make them all roll for it. Since that rogue's being a little bitch. Yep, that was out loud. Oh, I got Sonder armor. When did I level? That's a really important skill. That's one of the most important tanking skills. Because that's a threat builder, but I've got to put it on my primary area. See if I can switch those out before they go pull something else. I'll put it where Shield Slam is. I'll put it right there. Alright, that'll work. It's not what I wanted to do, but it'll work. We're doing a really piss poor job at tanking right now. But I gotta tell you, this Hunter and his pulling, Hunter and Rogue, makes this harder than it would normally be. And the fact that I'm rusty. I'm still trying to get my skills set up. I'm getting it down now. See that? He's charging around doing his thing. Killed that pet though. Alright. Moving right along. We're almost to the end of this. Whenever you're DPS, it's always the best idea to focus your damage on the mob that the tank is targeting. It doesn't mean that that's what's always going to happen, but that's what you want to happen, what you want to do. Let's see. While they're shooting that guy, I'll go loot. A poor warrior is the quintessential tank and is probably the least geared, the least skilled for tanking now, especially at low levels. Gotta wait for these bombs to drop, or you'll get blown off of the ramp and have to go way back to the start of it back there. And there we go. They'll finish him off. Alright, we're almost through this. See, if you stand on those red things, when those bombs hit, they blow you off the catwalk. It really bites. Okay. Now we'll just keep moving up. Man, I'll be glad to get some other skills. So you notice how I turned around and got that guy and taunted him back. Getting this all down takes a lot of effort, and it's always a pain, even when you have the skills and you have a party that actually respects you and tries to do the right thing. It's still a pain. So tanking is not for everyone. And I'm okay at it whenever I get my groove on. My buddy Mike's better at it than I am. He's just kind of a natural born tank, I guess. I consider him to be one of the best that I've ever ran with, actually. He plays a paladin as a tank most of the time. I'm actually pretty good at DK tanking with Death Knight, but I'm trying to do this series of newbie videos with low-level characters, because this is how you start the game out. You know, you start out with this set of skills. This basic stuff. The other videos I've got, I'm not using any BOAs. It's all just gear that I got from quests and from loots. But in this one, I went ahead and put on my BOAs for this. I haven't had any point where I was anywhere near dying. I don't think, and I guess that's partly due to my healer, but I think it's significantly due to my gear. Not my skill, just my gear. And the fact that this hunter likes to tank stuff, his face and his pet. I don't hurt anything. I hope his dagger drops up here. This will be hilarious, because I'm definitely going to lead roll on it. Alright, now what you want to do is ideally you want to get 3 stacks of Sonder armor. And I haven't even, okay, now I just got 3. Can't make enough rage to get any stacks hardly. Now on this trash here, you really can't tank it. You can attempt to tank it, but you're basically just gonna help kill it. Gotta be ready for that boss when he comes back online. He'll phase out during the fight like 3 times and pop back in with his in the middle of the fight with these ghosts attacking everyone. Alright, here it comes. I want to make sure I had enough rage to start my Saunders on him right away, so I can get control of him. Comes right back for me. That's a good thing. Though I don't think he had the Sonder on him still yet. I think it fades off whenever he vanishes. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, he's dead. I'm not going to roll on that. It's not my item at all. Now we got to kill this dude in here. Man, it's been so long since I tanked this dungeon. On anything. I guess I'll just keep his aggro in his pot. This is Cookie. This guy drops a wand, or used to, well, it was a spoon. He used to drop a cookie stirring spoon or whatever it was. And there we go. And now he drops a mace. Look at that. Boy, that would be awesome for my for that whatchamacallit, that rogue. I'm gonna need roll on it. I'm a bastard like that. See, that's the KP needed right there. So I'm going to take the KP needed from my quest reward, and he's going to have the other two capes that are better suited for me. Isn't that wonderful? So yeah, you got two things in this one. You got to see the dungeon ran, you got to see me tank, and you got to listen to me bitch. Now I'll go ahead and open up my bags here. Got a quest reward. This is for the completing the dungeon, and I'm going to put that on. And there's my cape. Let's see, I got one more thing that was pretty good too. What else was it? And I'm just right clicking that to turn it on. And no, I'm not running another dungeon with you retards. One is enough for today. I think that's it. So there you go. Decline. And now I've got on my newer stuff here. Got me a belt, which is pretty good. And I got me my buckler in the run. And I got that cape. And I decline again. And you guys can all jump off the bridge, because you're all retards. Except the healer. Everybody else made it to retard state. The hunter kept pulling, the rogue kept trying to tank, and the mage ran off and died, like at the very beginning. And I didn't know where he was for the longest time. So yep, they all made it to retard them. The key is, your job is to get the mobs pissed off at you, keep them mad at you, and try to keep everyone else from getting beat on, especially your healer. And when you have idiotic DPS that don't know how to wait and shoot your target and whatnot, you let them die. That's your job. Just let them get killed. And be sure to keep the healer alive whenever the mobs come after them that killed the DPS. You know, that's pretty much it. Just let them die a few times and they usually learn their lesson. For today, that is the Noobs guide for tanking. And you guys have a good one. Peace out.